are asking the same question. Sabi nila, the President is now doing a performance review of his entire cabinet and the various heads of government agencies. The three of you, the experts sa IT and public service, how do you rate or how do you grade the current LTO chief of the Philippines from a range of A, the highest, to F, the lowest, or failure? From A to F, how would you grade the LTO chief of the Philippines and why? Who would like to be first among the three? Maybe Mr. Bernard Yu might be okay to be the first. Paki-grade ng LTO chief sa performance niya as LTO chief from A to F and why?
Thank you, Wilson. Let me answer it this way. I've been a CEO of a company. When you do performance reviews, you explain the work that is done for the past few months is being being assessed, and then you then give the grade. I hesitate to say that, but I will go back to that at the end of the session. Kung pwede, Wilson.
Yes.
Kasi if I'm going to give a grade, I have to explain the basis of the grade.
Sa mga napat,
Okay, so unfair naman ibigay mong grade and justify ko bakit yun.
ito muna na lang. Kung hindi tayo pwede mag-grade pa now,
Okay.
there's a question here. With what the three of you have shared about LTO, current situation, bakit hindi alam ng publiko many of these issues? Some of the public are not aware of this. Why do you think so?
Let me attempt to answer that. Okay, and this is why we're doing this. Napaka-technical pala yung issue, di ba? IT, not many people understand. And the press releases na nababasa, ang dating sa press, away ito ng dalawang higante, Dermalog and Stratco. Ganun lumalabas eh. And because it's so technical, people do not want to go down the covers and say, ano ba talaga nangyayari?
Yes.
So here's an attempt from my side to say, hindi po away ng dalawang higante ito. Ito po ang problema ng LTO ngayon. Okay, that's why the media, I'm not blaming the media, this is a very difficult and technical issue. Okay, but I will try, as in my attempt later, to explain it's not as complex as you think. Okay, you will see why decisions are easy about this matter. And so yun yun. Hopefully, I don't know if that's an answer to your question, pero yun nga, no? Hindi ito away ng dalawang higante. Okay, this is a thing that all of us should be concerned because it has to do with road safety, roadworthiness, and the security of our family. Natatakot akong i-drive dahil sa nangyayari. Paano kung anak ko masagsaan? Diba? We should all be concerned. Okay, that's why I need to speak out. Diba? Sabi ko, it's twofold. The problem is twofold. It is not just a broken system. Yes, that has to be fixed. Kailangan ayusin yan. LTNS is a tool to help you do that. But second, you need a leader who's determined to fix this. Diba? Trabaho mo as head of LTO, implement what the government signed. Pinirmahan na to eh. Tapos na yung debate eh. Diba? What's this Supreme Court petition? Tapos na po eh. In-accept na ng COA. Implement na po natin. Diba? That's all we need to know. Okay?
Thank you. May tanong pa dito, follow up. Feel free to ask questions. With all the problems raised by the three panelists here, ano ang immediate solutions you would recommend to the government and LTO to improve the situation and public service, quality of public service?
Again, with due respect, let me point the problems, then we will recommend solutions.
Yes.
Please lang. Okay. Allow us to speak about the truth inside LTO. Yes, we need to say the grade, we need to say the solution.
Yes. May comment.
From a client standpoint, kasi I do personally renew the registration of my car, no, whenever it happens. Dahil kasi I want to see what's happening with LTO.
What's your experience?
Nung Stratcom system, I have to wait for 2 to 3 hours to get my papers cleared. It's paper-based. Nung LTMS, I rarely go to LTO. I don't even go to LTO. It takes me about 15 minutes sa PNDIS. pag walang pila doon. And then online I pay. So it's a digital, it's a cashless, paperless system. Nung nireview ko yung from the point of view of my consultant sa Senate, sabi ko, pwede mong tanggalin yung buong budget ng vehicle registration, maybe to 10%. Dahil almost entirely is already done by computer, which is quite advanced. I'm surprised na kaya ng gobyerno. Nung tinignan mo yung dalawang differences, Stratcom is PPP, sila ang magpapatakbo. And if people pay a fee for it, nabawi nila, tinutuloy-tuloy nandun na yung LTMS. LTMS, you don't pay. It's the government. Hindi siya PPP in the sense na dun sa terms of reference, the government procured the system and they will run it. Unfortunately, that's the worrisome the government will run it. Yeah, no. So, from a client standpoint, you can say it's a layo ng gap from parang from Jurassic age to the modern age and along.
Yes, that's true, no? Even I register my car through LTMS, no? Mula yan sa pagbili ko ng CTPL, nakalink ng ang insurance companies through the IC gateway to LTMS. So pagpunta mo, pag-register mo ng vehicle mo, andun na yung valid CTPL. So, less than 1 hour. No? Minsan matagal lang sa pagpapa-inspect. Ganun kabilis, no? And I was, proud ako na naging part ako ng project na to. And then, sa any digital transformation project, may mga elements tayo na kailangan para maging successful. When I was asked in one TAP session to tell the story of the LTO modernization, sabi ko, ang challenges na yun ay leadership, budget, and culture. So yun talaga, at least kung 3.3 billion yung sistema, that includes the data center, that includes 5 years maintenance, and that includes the Oracle database, the Oracle Executive Information System, which is very expensive, lahat yan, and the fingerprint software, no, the AFIS, so lahat yan kasama. So it's actually very fair price, in my opinion. Over 5 years, no? 3.3 billion. When you first hear it, parang ang mahal. But digital transformation is not cheap. If we want it to be really responsive to the needs of the organization, we have to spend for it. Securing our data is not cheap. We have to have the proper technology, the proper software, and very critical ang data ng LTO. So yun, yun ang gusto ko i-comment, no? Ngayon, yung leadership, budget, and culture, wala.
May tanong si Sheena of SMNI.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the great intro. I was about to present it already. Okay, what I will try to do is, I'll answer that later, please. Hindi sa pinabali wala kasi I don't want to preempt that. I want to show you the facts. Lahat ng i-present ko here are covered by data, memos, or press releases. Wala akong personal opinion except the last slide. Okay, yun lang. I want you to be listening because I just compiled all of this. Okay. So let me start first. So there'll be two parts. The first part is the difference between Stratcom and LMS. Kasi kailangan, I'll try to explain that in layman's term. And later. Okay, I want to explain that layman's term kasi para maintindihan nyo. Okay. But my opening statement here is, I've been in the IT industry for 40 years, okay? People ask me, ano ba ang sinusolve ng IT? So there are many governments or private companies use IT for different reasons. But there are always two common reasons why you digitalize. Okay? Common code. This is the same for every organization, whether it's a private company, a bank, or a government agency. The first is you want to improve operational efficiency. Okay, want things to be faster, want things to be processed faster. The second, which is not very common, but has to be part of every, it's actually there, but people don't talk about that. And this is the most important, especially for an agency like LTO. It is fraud prevention. Right? Kasi what's good is operation efficiency kung nakakalusot yung mga kalokohan. Right? So dalawa dapat yan. Operation efficiency and fraud prevention. But is that a measure of success? Of course not. These are just tools for you. The measure of success of a successful IT project is nararamdaman man ang customers at the end na itong IT mo. What good is an automated system kung run down yung offices mo, kung pugan ng fixers? Diba? It has to go hand in hand, diba? Digitalization has to go hand in hand with modernization. Hindi pwedeng highly digitalized pero run down yung opisina mo. Hindi mararamdaman ng taong bayan yan. Okay, so what I'm saying is, the measure of success in private companies, it is customer satisfaction. Sa government, it's public convenience. Nararamdaman ba natin yung servisyo ng gobyerno at nakakatulong sa day-to-day buhay natin? Diba? Itong LTMS pa to, nakatulong sa amin, umiksi pa yung pila. Kasi normally, nag-half day yan, full day para mag-brainstorm. O, nakatulong ba to sa trabaho ko at na madali ko nagagawa yung renewal? Okay. So at the end, the measure of success is not digitalization per se, it is public convenience. Naramdaman ba ng taong bayan na nakatulong ko sa buhay natin? Okay? So let me go. So I'll do two parts, no? And I'm willing to stop sa first part para I can entertain questions. Okay, yung PDF na lang, medyo malabo ito. Yung PDF na sinabi ko, yung ilan. Okay. Anyway, hindi mo mabasa ito. Okay, I'll just try to add it. Okay, just a few things. Ang Stratcom was contracted in 2001. It was a build, own, operate, and it was for a 10-year concession. Nag-expire siya noong 2013 yata, and in-extend siya month by month na lang. Okay. Noong 2016, nag-sign ng phase-out agreement ng DOTR with Stratcom na we are about to replace you, please support the new vendor. Nakalagay ko sa phase-out yung responsibilities ng Stratcom. Because at that time, ang main difference ng Stratcom and sa Stratcom, lahat responsible Stratcom. Whether their contract was two-phase to rehabilitate the offices and to introduce a new IT system. Okay, so yung table, yung kuryente, yung internet, yung computer, lahat yan delivered by Stratcom. Ang di lang nila responsible, yung data. The data is owned by the government. And they have to turn that over religiously. Kasi the data is owned by the government. That's not owned by Stratcom. Everything else is owned by Stratcom. Okay? So yun yun. And at the time the contract was signed, the new contract of LTMS was signed in 2018, there were only 228 offices. So yung responsibility ng project was to implement LTMS across 228 offices. Okay? So yung first, kung may problema ang IT, Stratcom may problema. Very clear. Kung may problema, the company responsible is Stratcom. Okay? Fast forward to the new system. The total budget for digitalization is 8 billion. Okay? Ang 3 billion doon, in-award sa Dermalog. Okay? But unlike Stratcom, Dermalog was only responsible for 24 sites. Ipapilot itong system sa 24 sites. Pag tumakbo, i-roll out natin sa rest of the sites. Hindi po responsibility ng Dermalog mag-roll out ng other sites. Responsibility to ng LTO. So if yan dalawang part dyan yung 3 billion sa taas, ang responsible Dermalog. Ito yung database, yung software, yung data center, 3 billion yun. Yung pangalawang portion na almost 5 billion, ang responsible is the IT department of LTO.
Ilan na taon na implement? May nag-text dito.
Okay. Nung time namin, natapos namin ng 2018. But from 2018 to 2025, 200 offices were added. Diba, nakita mo yung mga DLRO sa mall? Nag-doble yun sa additional extension office. Yung 200 sites have never experienced STRATCOM. Lahat yun completely LTMS. Okay? So STRATCOM stopped at 228 sites. So kung pinahinto na Supreme Court ang LTMS, anong gagamitin ng 200 sites?
Bakit pinahinto? Saka, di ba,
Pwede. There's a Supreme Court that came out na they're asking them to start recycling, di ba?
this is a German system daw.
Yeah, it's a German system. But they were only responsible, as I said, for 24 pilot.
Yes.
So if the project at LTMS fails, hindi po sisisihin ng Dermalog, it's LTO. Kasi 60% nung ano, ikaw in charge eh. In fact, they have a very good IT support na. One of the things I and I were very proud of, napakagaling ng QA testing team nila. They're very good at that. They know how to test the system before it's rolled out. And for a large and complex project like this, for that yung testing. Yung right side, ito yung operational differences. Ito yung main differences. Again, sorry, hindi mabasa. So I'll just go through that. Ang main, privately owned, ang ano, pangalawa, government owned. This is ours. Pinagmamalaki natin yung LTMS, okay? ARPA, you're here, no? It complies with ease of doing business. Ito kabila, hindi pa nila na-test kung ano. And online renewals are available. Kasi sa old STRATCOM, di pwedeng online renewal. Ang objective kasi dapat natin, i-offload yung LTO offices ng tao. We should encourage people to do more online renewals. Right now, 10% lang eh. Dapat kahit 50% yan. So we should try to encourage people na mag-online renewal. So yun yung mga highlights nito, okay? So again, kung may failure sa LTMS, hindi po Dermalog sisisihin, yung head ng agency. 60% of the investment, ikaw nagpa-manage. Dermalog yun eh.
Sorry, Mr. Yo. Your failure to implement, is it because of intentional ginagawa or incompetence? Sorry, tanang-tanang, there are two journalists asking here. Bakit may failure to implement, may kontrata na with a German company? Is it because the leadership is incapable or does not know how to implement o ayaw i-implement? May tanong ng dalawang journalists watching via Facebook Live.
Okay, my answer is again, I will answer that at the end of the presentation. But I will turn over, but Aida wants to answer it. Okay, I'll leave it to Aida.
Ms. Aida Yubienko, ICT consultant.
Yes, actually, na-implement, no, the driver's license module is being implemented 100%. Yung RCS, the revenue collection system, which includes on-site payment and online payment, na-implement po yan 100%. Yung law enforcement and traffic adjudication system, na-implement din po yan when I was there. But I think they're still implementing it kasi ang highlight niyan, lahat pag nahuli ka, i-input sa computer, so wala ka ng mga fixer para ayusin yung pagtubos mo ng lisensya. Mabilis lang yan, no? Pero yan ang isa sa huli na na-implement dahil ayaw ng chief pa i-implement, may mga issues pa siya. Yung MVIRS, na-implement din po yan, no, in so many sites. I think at the time that we left, ang mga 60% to 70% of the sites. Alam niyo yung question nila is the computation of the MPUC. Sa mga regional forums, lumalabas yung reklamo nila. Gusto nila na o-override. Why would you have digitalization kung na-override itong mga computations na to? Diba? They can be automated. In fact, Dermalog made 39 permutations of formula to compute the MPUC. Kaya nandiyan na po yan sa sistema. Yung mga result po ng inspection, diretso rin po yan, no? From the machine, diretso sa system. So wala dapat na tamper na results. So na-implement po yan. Meron lang po mga mga district offices or offices na medyo ayaw pa nila i-implement. I don't know why. Pero, yun nga, isa sa pinakamalaking reklamo nila, bakit daw hindi pwedeng ma-override yung MPUC? at saka yung mga other transactions, yung order, halimbawa change of ownership, sa LTMS kasi before you register, you have to have the change of ownership already, which is just logical, di ba? Para yung next registration, nandun na, bakit daw ganun? So marami silang questions sa fully na implement yung MVIRS, yung Motor Vehicle Inspection. And yung adjudication, sa LTMS kasi kung wala ka contest, hindi mo pino-contest yung pagkahuli mo, hindi ka nadadaan sa adjudication process. Hindi mo naman pino-contest, inaamin mo na kasalanan mo, di ba? But they want to, everything to pass through the adjudication process. So malaki pong debate yan. No? So, ano pa? Yung RCS, so yung online payments, kaya po, yung online appointment, there's also online appointment, na-implement yan. So, yung latest po na COA, AOM, pinapa-implement nila sa LTO, yung LTMS, and stop using the old system. Kasi nakita naman nila sa data eh. No? Ngayon, 100% ang driver's licensing, 100% yung revenue collection, yung MBIRS, 80% or 70%. Yung NRU, the new registration, na-implement din po namin yan. Meron pa yung kasamang plate management system. So each dealer can now enter yung lahat ng binibenta nila sa system diretso. Right now, sa old system, pupunta sila sa LTO office to input. So syempre tumatagal. No? Iipon nila and everything.
Ano grade ninyo sa LTO, Chief? Sabi nyo kanina, tatlo ang challenges ng LTO. Sabi nyo, leadership, budget, culture. Eh, may budget na malaking budget, di ba? So, anong rating daw ninyo? Sorry kasi may 4 na journalist na nanonood sa Facebook Live. A to F.
Yeah, hindi ko alam
Great.
ang ibang ginagawa niya. But in terms of system implementation, modernization, and digitalization, siguro 2.
2. From 1 to 10 yan?
Highest
From 1 to
system.
10, yes. 1 to 10, ang grading nyo for LTO Chief is 2.
Why?
Yes, why? Why?
Kasi, like for instance,
Yes.
yung plate management system, it's a complete system. No? Na-access yan, may data na binapadala sa mga dealers.
Yes.
Kompleto niyan, it's running. No, I was there when we implemented
Yes.
it. Ayaw nilang i-implement ngayon. And
Okay.
they're introducing a standalone system.
Bakit ginugulo nila?
Eh, meron ng sistema.
Tapos
What
iba pa.
else? The insurance, verification, yung authentication. Sa Stratton kasi before, there's a fee, 50 pesos.
Yes.
Para mag-authenticate ka, or 60, para mag-authenticate ka ng
Yes.
personal details. When
Yes.
we introduced this, we implemented May 2022, just before I left,
Ako
wala
lang.
akong fee.
Ang galing.
I-implement sa lahat. With FIRA, OICP, and GSI.
Galing.
Na-implement ko yan. And
Asa naman yan?
it has been running smoothly. Kung
Ano?
meron man po changes at enhancement.
Ano nangyari
Communicate
yun?
dyan sa Dermalog, gagawin nila.
Yes.
But ngayon, may in-introduce sila at DCI developed system na
Bakit iniiba nila?
it's the same thing. It's the same thing, but they're now charging. They will be charging 80 pesos per transaction.
Wow.
From libre, 80 plus 60.
80 plus na daw. Ay, baka may complaint sila ng
So,
mga
from libre, from libre to, ayun, iba.
Pwede pakibigyan ng details yung sinasabi nila.
Yes,
Tapos,